section is really standing out.
Yeah. I just flipped straight to this page.
Why is he dressed
We're
like
in
that?
bed in a rented villa in Cabo San Lucas. It's late summer 1997.
This is when I came. This is when I showed up.
There's so much cool stuff about this book.
This was hard work.
It was hard work.
So it's so funny that Extra says, Will Smith made a surprise appearance during Jada Pinkett-Smith's book tour at a library in Baltimore. He told the crowd, I am going to show up for her and support her for the rest of my life. By the way, he gave a heartfelt speech, which I'm not going to show because it's just so sappy and weird and corny as hell, just like Will Smith is, because he's starting to look more and more corny to me every freaking day. This man has no idea what he is doing to his own public image. Absolutely no idea. He is either getting really bad advice or he just likes the torment. And who knows, maybe the torment will allow them to sell more books. His obsession with Jada makes me believe he has some sort of spell casted on him. His obsession with her makes him look weak. That's all I'm gonna say about that part. However, when you have a long relationship, sometimes you end up codependent or you trauma bond. I think Jada has him wrapped around her tiny little fingers. She has gone on a campaign spree the last 2-3 months just talking shit about her husband. And now she's gonna come back with red table talk more than likely. It's like, wow. When are you guys gonna stop? I understand that this keeps you guys relevant in the news, but there's other ways to be relevant than talking about yourself and spreading all of your stuff about your own self. Because trust me, many of us don't want to talk about you guys, but you guys won't go away. You keep showing up. When he says that Jada is his best friend he's ever had on the planet, I'm going to show up for her. Where is she showing up for you? She's done videos where she talks about Will, but most of the times it's very negative, like as in that Facebook post where he's like, please don't use me for your stuff, and they look like they're having an argument. Like, it's just corny. This family is corny. I need to go back and revisit this book. Maybe there's something I missed. It Takes Will. It's a memoir. They want to come across like this quintessential perfect family, but yet because Will Smith is such a good actor, right? Such a phenomenal actor, which in my opinion, he's the same character in every movie. His voice is so pronounced and strong that I can't not see Will Smith when I see any movie of him. Men in Black, it's Will. It's Will. He's the same person. He's not a Daniel Day-Lewis. So how is this going to work PR-wise, sitting there acting, and we're gonna be like, oh my God, thinking of Jada the whole freaking time in the back of our head. Yeah, he's such a pussy whipped guy. Like, I hope he only has roles where he's playing in rom-coms. I can't take a person like this serious. He has no cojones there and say that on TV after this woman has said so many things about how she was in love with her ex and that was her best friend. Like, he asked her to be married. Like, when women talk about their ex in front of their husbands or their spouses or their boyfriends, it is traumatic to men. It makes a man feel this small when you are doting on an ex in front of them. Relationships do go up and down. There's no way a relationship doesn't go up and down. Let's remind you, these people have enough money to have houses where they have separate freaking wings. They do not need to reside in a house the way you and I do. All right. So I don't care about their 26 or 36 or years of togetherness. Many celebrities, including Meryl Streep, came forward and said, yeah, we too, we live separate lives for years. How is that considered a marriage? How is that? Why are you guys in the comments swooning over these people when they have 30, 40 years together and saying, oh, isn't that great? They made it. They made it. They made it because they cheated. Many of these people have the money to basically do what the fuck they want. All right. They don't need to hang out in the same house with their spouse. They don't need to see his dirty socks on the floor or screaming at you about how to do something or, oh, you missed this thing or that thing. They have enough money. You will never see me applauding any of them saying, oh my God, they're so great because they stuck it out. What I will admire is when they choose somebody of their own age, which in the case of Will Smith and Jada, yeah, it's age appropriate. But do we know the ins and outs of their marriage? Do we know how many people they probably slept with on the side? We don't know that. I'm making an assumption that that's what they do because I've been around Hollywood long enough to know that's what they do. They all sleep around with each other. But I'm just saying it's not a normal traditional marriage. So I hope they stop painting it that way. I think it's going to continue. If she comes back with her red table talk, she's going to make this continue. We will be not hearing the last of Will Smith or Jada Pinkett-Smith. And we'll see more videos of him swooning over her and her ignoring and saying, you know, he's not good enough.